This podcast is sponsored by Crypto University, a whole university where you can learn how to invest and trade in cryptos and NFTs. Visit cryptouniversity.network for you to sign up. Or for a better deal, use the link in the description of this podcast to sign up. Sign up and start changing your lives forever. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's another podcast day, live on podcast. We finally rebranded. So it's no longer podcast with Magnoni. As you can see, it's now podcast. There are some silent words, but yeah, it's podcast in Malawi. So welcome to the rebranded podcast, and I've got a very, very, very special guest. This is my second guest, I think. Yeah, just guest, full
Okay.
podcast, and it's a pleasure to have Miss Temwa Gloria Lori
Yo,
Gondwe.
that's too much of a government.
Temwa, welcome to podcast.
Thank you.
We've been
Thank you.
talking. We've been trying to see when we can meet and talk and have a conversation. It's
Mhm.
been a long time, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. I mean, we've been planning, and finally,
Finally here.
yeah, we're here.
The thing about today, I think I don't know. I think it's the first time
Mhm.
we've had this opportunity to be in summer.
Mhm.
It's hot in this room
Yeah.
because it's summer. It's
Yeah.
November, but it's hot, and also just having a hot girl on podcast.
Oh yeah, you
It
know.
doesn't usually happen.
Well, the wild baby's here.
Wild babies in the
Wild
building.
babies
I
in the
hope we're
building.
gonna have a very, very good conversation. I'm saying it's been
Awesome.
long planning this, but it's also been like long since we had a sit down and just have a conversation and find out what's going on.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
There are a lot of people that want to know Temwa. Where's Temwa? People used to know Spotless, and then Temwa. Can we go back to where it all began?
Yo.
Temwa, where were you born? When? How old are you?
Okay, Temwa was born right here in Lilongwe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in 1992. Yeah.
Okay, 90.
No, it's not
You have saved us a lot of
1990.
trouble.
Yeah, but I'm a 90s baby.
You're a 90s baby. You're not a 2000 baby.
No, I'm a 90s baby and I'm 24, so you can do the math.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Sure.
you're born in Lilongwe, grew up in Lilongwe.
Born, yeah. Grew up in Lilongwe as well.
Okay.
Born, grew up. Yeah. Was raised here.
All right.
Yeah.
Which areas? Like,
Well, I was born in Area 49 in Galiba.
here?
Yeah.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
And then, that time, my family, everybody else was also in Lilongwe. So we moved to Shire. It was within Area 49.
49, yeah, set up.
Yeah, then I think somewhere in the 2005, 6, we moved to Area 22. It was I can mix up with the nickname.
Yeah. Free.
Okay,
Feel
cool.
free. Even if you know some Tumbuka, we've got a very good followers that love listening to some Tumbuka on here.
Yeah. The Makala Marida 22 and 24. So I was also actually raised there. It's a ghetto. It's a ghetto type of scenery.
Yeah.
From there, then we moved back to Area 49.
That's where
Yeah.
you stay now?
Yeah.
So you're currently
But
staying for now?
No. Now I'm not staying in Area 49. I'm staying in Area 47. I moved out of my mother's house.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Grown up stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
And school, where did you go to school?
School.
Let's do secondary school.
Yeah, let's do secondary school. Okay, secondary school. Well, I did Matindi Girls Academy and I did King's Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, but then Form 1, I understand Kila go St. Michael's Girls Secondary School.
Mangochi. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was too much.
You didn't go. Did you go?
I went there Form 1, but I didn't like the experience.
Tease,
just Johnny, plus, wow baby.
Yeah.
So it's that. This wow baby vibe has been there.
Since you were
yeah, since I was young. So, well, not a lot of people were familiar with the vibe. So, so I was like, I can't do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I went to Matindi Girls Academy, then moved to King's Foundation. Yeah.
So you did your Form 4 at King's?
King's Foundation, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Then I went to Malawi Assemblies of God University. Yeah, and I graduated with Lilongwe University with a degree in human resource management.
Okay, tell me, explain that. How did you go to Magu but graduated with the Lilongwe University? What happened?
Long story cut short. Don't have issues with the dean at Magu.
What?
Yeah, I don't have issues. There's a lady there. I don't know if she's still there, but that woman.
No, break it down for me, cause I know. Okay, we had a conversation. I think I don't know who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you were graduating, I knew you were graduating, but I didn't picture. I didn't really get into the details that it was Lilongwe University. I thought it was Magu. And somebody was like, no, that was not Magu. That was. I was like, oh, okay.
It was Lilongwe University.
Okay.
I did all my 4 years at Magu.
Yeah.
And throughout my years at Magu, I experienced resistance from most of the lectures, especially the female lectures. Because I felt like they didn't believe in me being a musician and also a student at the same time. So as much as I was being a student, but whatever slight mistake as any other student can make that I make was being transformed to energy. Yeah, because she's a musician and she's not concentrating, or such narratives.
Yeah.
So I always had issues anyway with quite a number of people.
Okay.
But we survived.
Yeah.
I survived it. Unfortunately, I didn't graduate with Magu because of issues that I cannot explain.
You're not ready to explain?
Yeah.
Did you think it's the right time to explain?
Nah.
There'll probably be another artist who's like planning to go to Magu.
But students who have been at Magu, they know the woman I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's only her. It can only be her. And it's her only.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one. I had issues with her. And
were they academic issues? Were they behavioral issues? What kind of issues were
no,
they?
they were I don't know if they I should put them in academic issues, but they were not academic issues, because if they were, I'm sure I would have been told before I got my graduation gown, before I defended my my thesis. But all these issues came a couple of days before my graduation day, like when everything else, the results are out. Like I've defended my thesis.
Well, what you're saying is you didn't have anything to do with your academics. All the courses that were assigned to you, you did them?
I did them. I finished. I defended my thesis. I got a remark like I passed my thesis, only to be told when I was getting my graduation gown. You know how a few days before graduation, magaringa my gown,
Yeah.
Only to be told that there was there was a course in second year that didn't show a record.
Okay.
Yeah.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I didn't want to fight it.
Okay. I know a lot of people that are watching this would have like a lot of preconceived ideas of, no, maybe that's that. Maybe she's trying to lie.
Yeah.
And sitting here myself, I know because I've gone through that. I think the same thing happened to me at Inzuni.
Yeah.
And people still ask me what happened, what happened. I haven't been able to like go out and just talk about that situation. But yeah. So I kinda believe what you're saying. Because I know the scenario, things like that can happen. But then when that happened, did you go back to just check to say, okay?
I went back. I was like, okay, why were you not telling me this before the very last phase of, checking? Because you check before
somebody... got a transcript that they file for you.
Yeah. Like every year. How can I move from second year to third year to fourth year with this subject left behind? That's not my problem, because on my reports, this showed Goody.
I passed.
It's clear. And you wouldn't let a student go to another, year or another stage without such records. So there were issues of, no, you need to find the lecturer that was doing this course to get results. I'm like, from second year, university gare. So I tried hunting for the lecturer, but unfortunately he didn't have records. I mean,
Yeah.
So it was a time where it needed me to wait for about 1.5 years for me to graduate. So
you can go back and do that course at some point.
But then not that year. That means that year I would have missed the graduation. Yeah. The subject, the other year, second semester, which meant that I was going to miss the other second cohort.
Yeah.
Then I was going to graduate with the third cohort. So it was just too much drama for one subject for me. So I was just like, maybe, anything happens. Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well proceed. I mean, it's a degree. It's a first degree. So, yeah. So I went and enrolled elsewhere at Lilongwe University. Fortunately, they went through my transcript and everything was fine. I went in class for 1 more year, 2 semesters actually.
Yeah.
And then, I had another thesis there. Everything went accordingly and I graduated. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you are a musician. You have your first degree in human resource management.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for a job? Are you working? What's the status like? How are you using your degree paper?
My degree paper is at home. It's been at home.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not working. I am employed as a musician by myself, being the CEO of my career. Yeah, so I'm doing music right now. I'm not working for any firm or any company. My focus is straight on music right now. My degree is as good as a paper, because either way I've tried, applying for jobs, but
it's not working.
Nope, not for me.
Okay,
it didn't work out. Yeah.
All right.
Mate.
Cool. Talking about music, I knew you were Spotless. I think it was around 2015, 16. What year were you at Magu?
16.
16. You went to Magu. Yeah, it should be around 2016, 17. There about that. I heard your name for the first time. I can't remember where it was, but I think there was a song that I listened to, and it was like, who's this? It was like Spotless. It was like, Spotless, who's Spotless? I was like, I don't know, this girl, Kamwana. But that time it sounded like you were somebody from Blantyre. I don't know if you had a stint in Blantyre before coming to school to Magu, or you just used to go?
No, I just used to go there. My sister is in Blantyre. Most of my family's in Blantyre also. So Blantyre is like a place where I can just think about going today and leave for Blantyre and live there for like a weekend or a week and come back. So that time, and I'm still a freshman, and I was moving about a lot because I didn't have a lot of work anyway. Yeah. So it was Blantyre Lilongwe type of vibes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So if I suggest that you studied music around 2016, is that correct? Or when did you start?
Well, I started music in 2009.
Okay. That's
like, yeah, I know. Yeah. I was so young. I was the youngest at the studio that we were recording. It was called Verbal Slaughter. Verbal Slaughter, we were at 36.
36, yeah.
Yeah, so that time, Dogudi Tita Stamunga from Gulliver to Area 24. Yeah, there. So the closest studio that I would go to was Verbal Slowdown in Area 36. It was a dope studio.
Very dope. I remember hearing about Verbal Slowdown.
Yeah, I met quite a number of artists, the big artists.
Who was the producer there at that time?
Producer at that time was Venom.
Oh.
Yeah. It was Venom, that time. He was the first person to produce me.
Okay.
His name was Venom. Dolo Wambini.
Yeah. I remember how you had to do Teen Time and those are the people that everybody was I'm working with Venom. Yeah, I think DJs they were there. I 18 and Smoke the area 36 side. Those were the guys.
Those were the guys. Yeah, that was the time. That was the time I started music in 2009, but I was still learning. I was still a kid. I could only go to the studio with my big brother, as escort, because I was a child.
Yeah.
And not in fun of me. So 2009 to 2010, I was still, trying to learn what life is in the music industry and growing into it. Just finding myself in the studio made me feel related. Music, I just felt like it was my home. So I grew up in such a scenario, time ayina fizo ali born time so I would go to the studio and just sit and watch. Sometimes I would make music. They would ask me to do backing vocals and all those things. So I was very young, but I loved music so much that I wanted to grow in it.
And what were your first projects that you remember that I did this project and it came out there? Which were your first projects?
Well, my very first projects that came out of Verbal Slowdown. That was too much. I used to work with Tarlio.
Okay.
He's a very good friend of mine. Tarlio, we had a group called DLJKT. Yeah, it was like...
what was that, DLJKT?
It was like, there was D-Train, may he still rest in peace, he passed. There was Tarlio. That time he was known as... what was his name? He had a funny name though.
Okay.
DLK Leomatic Rapper Fresh. He was called Leomatic Rapper Fresh.
Okay.
And we had K-Flags, we had D-Train, we had D-Boy, and there was me, Spotless. So D was DLJK. Yeah, it was S. Yeah. That was the group. Yeah. But started way back, man. Like it's I come from that type of vibe. Yeah, from Verbal Slowdown, I don't really remember the type of music that I did from there that I would actually mention right now. Nah, because also, nyimbo ndenda imba, guys.
Okay.
Yo.
What were your first tracks? The ones that you recorded as Spotless that time? As
Spotless that time, there was Taking Over. I was a rapper at that time.
Yeah, because when I listened to your first music, it was more like rap.
Hey, I was a rapper. I was all G'd up, and I was gangster. Gangster get a type. It come out complex arena. Those were
this is where I'm going.
That's the way I'm going. Yeah, but here we are now.
Okay.
I think there was Taking Over. I also managed to do a couple of tracks with Direct Music Group from Blanta with Janai Black.
Yeah. I think when we first connected, we had like a lot of talks. I think it was the time that you were working with Janai and you just came back here. Yeah.
Janai Black and I produced a couple of music also. There was some soulful music. There was some rap in it. Janai Black is also like one of the people I really appreciate that helped me to be the person that I am today, because he gave me space to explore, sing this, like try to sing something, don't just rap, try to rap and sing at the same time. So he had those type of vibes where he saw the potential that I can actually do anything. Okay. And I really can't do anything. I can rap, I can sing, I can go with almost any kind of beat.
Kind of music. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Talking about Janaya Black.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I knew you, when I heard, I was asking people about your music and stuff, people said, "Oh, yeah, you're talking about Spotless, Janaya Black's girlfriend. You and Janaya are dating that time."
No, we're not dating. No, we're not dating.
You and not dating?
No.
It was just like a pure music.
It was pure music.
Okay.
It was pure music, but also because we had a connection on a different level. So, yeah, there was that type of narrative, but he's not my ex. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So moving forward, I think I later saw you in a music video. That's when I actually like really put first to the music and everything. Level, was that what was first between Chwe Mana Chwe or Levels remix? What came first? Because that's when actually I knew, that girl.
Levels came first.
Levels came first, right?
Levels came first, man. Yo, the guys in Levels.
Yeah.
First things first. All those were, guys I grew up listening to, Remember, I was still a kid that time.
Yeah.
They've been in the industry, So when they approached me to say there's this song, and they wanted me to be part of it, and like as a vixen, I was like, okay, let me hear the song. I had the song Madolo Ojuluga Nyimbo yo Congolese. Very beautiful song. I was like, yeah, sure thing. I mean, why not? I took my friend with me, and I was just
what was that? What was that?
Bachi.
Bachi. Oh, yeah. Where is she? Where is she? Because
She's around.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I used to see you a lot together back then.
Yeah. No, we're still close.
Okay.
We're still friends. She's still my homegirl. Yeah, but Levels came first.
Okay.
And then Chwe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chwe. Mate was a very good friend of mine. Bambiri, he was a good buddy.
All right.
And when he came to me also for Chwe, I was excited because he was my friend also.
Yeah.
And also because I just didn't vixen for anybody. I'll do this for my homeboys, for the people that I know that they're my people, And Mate was one of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure thing, man.
So we now move from there. Okay, we saw the face now. Oh, Spotless. And now you got back to doing your own music now. That's when actually now people started relating you, the Spotless that they knew from way back, to, that girl that we saw in the music video. And you went on to produce which was the first track that we were like moved with?
By who? Temwa or Spotless?
Spotless. Which was could be like the last one before we moved to Temwa now.
Okay.
Yeah. What track was that?
The last one before we moved to Temwa, I think it was with there was a song I did with there was Gwamba in it. There was Trix, Trevor. There was who else? I think there was Cynic in it as well. I think that's the song that was the last song.
The last one as Spotless.
As Spotless, yeah. It was a hip hop song, and I went in soul as Spotless. Yeah. That was the song that I did.
Okay. So exit Spotless, enter Temwa.
Bingo.
Why the change?
Well, changing the name itself at first was I wanted to be authentic because my name is beautiful. My name represents who I am. My name means love, and I am love. I bring love. I come with love. I spread love, So me rebranding to Temwa was a matter of being authentic with myself and being true to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and also just using my name. I mean, and who they use other names because they have Maina Osama was, right? But my name, I like my name.
Okay.
Yeah. And I decided I think I can use this name.
Use them now as my artist name.
As my artist name. Rebranding from Temwa hip hop to Temwa Afro. You know, because my first song as Temwa was Malawi Zakwatu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song. That song is a vibe.
That song was a vibe.
It's still a vibe.
It's still. Did you do a music video for it?
No.
Yeah, because I remember the last time that we talked in regards to that subject was why wouldn't we bring in, let's say, the Ministry of Tourism or the Department of Tourism and then the Malawi Tourism Council and do like a music video. I think we had conversations with Peter Maukwana, the Travel Malawi guide guy, who was like so in love with the track and was like, I would be willing to like do a music video for this where you just feature everything that you sing about in that song.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration about the Malawi song? What were you trying to do?
Well, I was just trying to appreciate Malawi, you know. Like, there's so often everybody talks bad about Malawi, like Come Raid, Come Sunshine. At Twambili, they really like, I don't know if they like it, but they talk a lot of negative things about Malawi. So I thought, why not say something good about Malawi? Because as much as the situation can be bad, but it's home, guys. This is where we come from, So I appreciate Malawi. Talk something nice about Malawi. It can't be that bad. Yeah. If it was that bad, we still said it as Samunga, but we are still here. Let's embrace Malawi as our home and talk something nice.
Positive about the
country.
Yeah, I still love that song. Shame that there isn't a video for it. I hope you can still reignite the project and see what can be done. Yeah, mainly at this time where things are really, we need to like see the positive sides about being here.
Yeah, we do.
And what do you think? Any plans about the video?
Actually, there are plans about the video. We're making something up for the video of that song, because what we did that time was just to create a visualizer.
Okay.
And the visualizer, we never actually published the visualizer like that, but it caught a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So it killed the vibe of the actual music video. So I'm planning on having a proper music video that incorporates beautiful sceneries of Malawi, positive vibes about Malawi, beautiful Malawian people, beautiful Malawian women. Yeah, all these things in the music video. That's the plan.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. I look forward to that. So yeah, I think that was like a whole comeback of. No, that wasn't even a comeback. That was like a
rebrand.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Guys, Tema, can you now listen? Okay, Malawi. And then after Malawi came
songs like Iweyo.
Yeah.
Came songs like Lilongwe Blues.
No, Lilongwe Blues came later.
Of course, but it's in the same. Yeah, it came later. Yeah. But songs like Iweyo, somewhere in there came Muja.
Yeah, I was looking for that. I was waiting for you to.
Muja, but that track is a jam. Yeah, came Muja.
Now, Muja, what was the inspiration about Muja? Because I don't know if it was already trending. The word was already trending, but right now Muja is like. It's like an in thing. Even today, you do something like, hey, Muja man.
Muja man, yeah.
Muja man. Well, so what was the inspiration? And
Okay, so for Muja, it was just us being creative in the studio. There was no plan. It was me, Crack, the producer, Mapili. There was 7 or more in the studio. And who else was in the studio? I think it was, I think Rashid was also there, the owner of the studio, like Loud Effects. Yeah. We did it at Loud Effects, but produced by Crack Mabidi. Yeah. So we're just in the studio vibing, and then Crack brings out a beat. I'm like, okay, this beat is dope, man. And I was like, hey, Muja, man. And I was like, yeah. It's like, okay, what about it? Hey? Let's sing about something about Muja. Like, what do people eat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, You can't be Malawian if you don't know Nsima ya Nyemba. It kicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a subtle message here.
No, I know.
That's
up to you. That's up to you. It's typical Nsima ya Nyemba.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. But it was a vibe.
Was Vijay on it? What did Vijay do?
Oh, Vijay mastered the song, co-produced with Crack Mabi. Yeah.
Yeah, so you did Muja and rumors started coming out that you're dating Vijay's.
Ridiculous.
No, tell me about it. Where
Ndizotobaisa zimene anthu amaganizazi. Like, people just think, working between female artist and a producer, the relationship has to go further than that. More than production, more than just us recording and being creatives in one space. It's pathetic.
Okay.
Like almost every producer I work with, people think
there's something going on.
How many people am I going to sleep with then?
Okay, so we have a group for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
In this group, we actually just tell people like, oh, so there's this person that's coming on podcast, and people try to find out about them beyond what would normally chat here.
Okay.
And there were several questions that came through from that community.
Okay.
That people wanted to know from you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm bringing them now because you just said every time you work with an artist, people think there's something going on.
Yeah.
And I think there were like a lot of those questions from the group.
Mm-hmm.
There were rumors about her and Lawi.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostwriter,
dating,
producer, etc.
Mm.
Those sitting bobo. Can you quickly research and check with her what the truth is? What's your working relationship? What's your relationship with Lawi?
Nah.
No, don't. People need to know.
Yo.
What's your working relationship with Lawi?
Okay.
Was Lawi your songwriter? Was he a songwriter?
No, Lawi is not my songwriter. Lawi is still my producer. We were working on a project. I was planning on releasing an Afro jazz album. So I met Lawi at the airport in South Africa when I was coming to Malawi, I think last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was goody like prior to that, like before Naiguri, I have been looking forward to working with him, because Lawi is a musical genius as far as Malawi music industry is concerned.
Yeah.
And in Africa even itself, Lawi is a big guy, production wise, songwriting, vocal arrangement, all those things. Is great guy, musical genius. So I expressed my willingness to work with him.
Okay.
Then he said I should send him my music. Then I sent him some of my music pieces that I did, some I did not release, then Nantumizia. When he received the music, he felt like it was good music.
Okay.
And I could sing. He actually saw that potential in me. And he said, okay, cool. We can work. When I'm in Malawi, you let me know and I'll get in touch. Fortunately, we met at the airport. We flew in together. Made plans. Sorry. Made plans.
Drink some water.
Yeah, thank you.
It's hot, so yeah.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made plans. We started recording. Our first song to record was Lilongo Blues. Beautiful song.
Yeah.
Great song. But, it's pathetic how I've already said it. Kuri, every time I do a music project with someone, and who amaganiza kuri ndubanga chibwezi ndi munthu amene oyo. It's really unfair,
Where do you think that comes from? Why is the thinking, or why is the word?
Ineyo ndungoganiza kuti Malawi amene amaganiza zimenezozo, they are just sick in the head. They're sick in the head for thinking that I can sleep with any producer that I work with, any music artist that I work with and I sleep with them. That is ridiculous. That is pathetic.
Is it not part of anyone? Is it not part of the industry that maybe these things happen, and because they happen elsewhere, they think, oh, because she's a music artist, she's always in the industry. Don't you think maybe there's some men also that you work with that also go to other people and say, oh yeah, damn, I smash?
Okay. Zimene zonse zimatauchitika kuti osati zimatauchitika but zimachitika. And the music industry is dirty, man. Like anywhere in the world, the music industry is dirty. You have people that sometimes they want to work with you with other benefits, you know. It's not just music itself. But there are some people who are genuine. They are down to earth. You're working professionally. You do music, you do a good piece, you take it out there and it ends there. You know, there's nothing like that. But because of also the narrative that Malawi has about females in the music industry, sindikuzowa kuti zimene zinayambira pachi nandani kalero kuti aziganiza kuti mtsikana wopanga nyimbo amakhala hule.
Yeah, because I think it's a narrative that we have carried for some time now.
For some time.
I remember the now powerful minister Ethel Kamwendo. I think when we were young, people used to refer to her like, "Hey, we grew up with that." Like,
even when they allow,
when the Harawa came through, Mama so
yes, she passed on.
So rest in peace. I think there were all those things that kept popping up, and could be the narrative that is still there. What do you think?
It's still there actually, and I wish there could be a way. You know, when this is a different generation, you know, and if you keep on thinking like that, you always say female musicians don't push. Female musicians, you know, they're not hardworking, you know, but it comes with issues like energy, issues like those. I'm giving you good music. Your feedback is bad energy. Why? The song is a good song, is a good piece. Why can't we appreciate the song? Why do you think, no, I mean, there's a thing happening?
Yeah, talking about that, I've seen like a lot of that with your hit song now.
Yeah.
The
Vetsela
song.
Now, yeah.
Anything going on between you and this?
You see, because I would ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah, because it actually started with the picture. Which came out before the release of the song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay. So people started asking, oh, are these guys dating? And one was like, no, I know they did a song together, so I don't know the other part.
I'm dating material. I can just date anyhow. Like, just date, like, just wah.
Tell us, maybe, what do people say? What do you hear? What do you think people, what are the stories? Because it's also there, like, people also asking, like, okay, what's going on between
you know, I just feel like Malawians, man, like they don't know good things. A lot of Malawians don't appreciate us, like as musicians. They don't really appreciate us until they see it from somewhere else. Until somebody else starts appreciating us and giving us that type of energy that we want. And then that's when they come in. No, this is our person now. You're here. That energy, why? What did I do? Like, why do you have to wait for somebody else to appreciate what's yours, man? You know, it's sad. It's sad. We should stop doing these things. Learn to appreciate us now, like when we're here. We're your people, man. Stop giving us bad energy when all we're doing is giving you great music. We're entertaining you guys. Stop giving us bad energy. It's bad for business. When you know we don't know it's bad for business. You say some bullshit to someone where there's someone who is willing to book me at a show. It's bad for business. You know, they'll think otherwise. Can we learn to be disciplined?
Okay, talking about that, you're giving a lot of energy into the industry. You're working hard. I've seen your live performances that you have put together.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very beautiful team that you're working with.
Yeah, thank you.
Your choreographer is on point.
Thanks.
I think I've told you, like, I love the energy.
Yeah,
I love the energy. When I see you perform, I'm like, oh, wow. I think this is the piece that we've been missing, I think, for some time now. Yeah, most of the female acts, when they go on stage, they're just going there singing and whatnot. There's no energy that people, and you have given us that. And for me, as a person who works in the music industry, I know that goes with investment. And I've seen you always in and out to South, back to Malawi, and all that. What's happening in South Africa? What's going on? What's the plan? And
well, I'm working in South Africa. I'm doing music in South Africa with different musicians, also well-known musicians in South Africa. Well, I'm not going to disclose, but we will see soon, very soon. You'll get to see what I'm doing in South Africa. But well, even the energy that I'm receiving in South Africa is absolutely amazing, man.
Okay. Like that you're thinking of relocating to South Africa?
Well, chances are
that you would.
Yeah, I would relocate because the energy is different. And people are willing, they're always willing to invest, you know. Kumaye kunongo kuti munthu abange invest in your art. It's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, not because they don't want to, but also the return is
really
minimal.
Yeah.
You know, and also the consumers. And hamene amavela nyimbo za urban ndi omwe, you know. So for someone to invest on a bigger scale, amaona be would return yage, you know, is not making sense. And Malawi is not a musical country. In all honesty.
Yeah.
Music, I mean, tukubanga arts we are really pushing. You know, the people with passion, pushing their work, pushing their projects.
But then passion without money doesn't work. How are you making your money so you should be able to like travel, stay there? Are you signed? Who is investing?
Okay, I'm investing.
Okay.
I am investing. Yes, my family is investing in me. I have a very supportive mother who's also like doing a great job in, you know, supporting me in any kind of way that she can. I have supportive siblings and my family and some friends that are actually supporting me. And even myself, I put in all I have in it just to make sure this works. Because just staying in Malawi and doing it all alone here, is no.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very, very easy thing. So do you have a management team that's working with you to just help you like seal these deals with the other acts from South Africa that you're working with, or what's the plan like? How are you playing your cards to be there and connect and get into the mainstream industry in SA?
I would like to confuse the enemy. The enemy is not going to know, and I'm not going to expose who I'm working with, who's helping me getting all these links. You never know. Some yaba issues are also gonna come out like, no, she's doing this. Okay. No, so I'm not going to expose, but there are people who are helping me.
All right.
There are people who see potential in me, and they're willing to invest, and they're connecting me to the right doors, to the right people. And I know God is good. God willing.
It's gonna
all the way up.
Okay.
All the way up.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Talking about your current work and the situation, how things are in Malawi. I think when we were coming here, we were all complaining about how bad things are, and I jokingly said, but people say you're doing okay, and you are complaining like, nah, things are frustrating and everything. But you're the few girls that actually drive, and yeah, it looks like things are okay. And you still say you're frustrated. What's the frustration about? Frustration you could get good. I mean, Alice thinks the wow baby is living the wow life.
Yeah. You know, honestly, Malawi is going on a serious economic crisis. Like serious economic crisis. Well, first things first, me coming back wasn't to say, Guri, I should go on shows and make money off that song, let's say, like, to say the truth. I just wanted to introduce my energy, you know, invest in my energy. Because even my performance, even my show, my promoters, they're not really paying nice.
Okay, what's your experience? Because I've had too many people complain. So we're talking about now, this is your frustration about show promoters, organizers not paying nice. Since you retained, you've been almost on most of the shows that I've seen. Yeah, you've been in the city, in Mangochi. You've been almost on all the shows you've been booked. And for me watching, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I think the investment is now paying off. How are the payments like? How much do you charge for a performance? What's your rate?
Guys. Okay, guys. My promoters akupheya boma. In all honesty, komasolo pena umamvetha pena sungamvethete because of various reasons. Makaya pena turnout yasho ijamina sana ibange promote bo. So you are forced to understand when you're not supposed to understand, when you've given it your all, when you've also invested in it. Chifanya good performance jasima ngojitika umenori ubeze outfit, meaning that I come with dancers, I have a road show manager, I have issues, I have things that I need to sort out. Kuti show performance yanga itege. Sizongo denga maike kuimba yai. But there are things that I need to do for the performance to happen. So when you explain these things to these people, I don't know what type of language they want for them to understand. For you, chifatu maka china chiyo se muntu wina isa amaiga level, amaiga value.
Benchmark yaine.
Ineyo standard yanga ndi siningabange perform obanda izizi. Ena maona ngati ayi ndo matama yoyerekedwa amene yoyeranga makani 200,000 ukana bwanji 250. Amene umaona kuti ineyo zimene ndikufuna ndibangezi 250 ndiyongo banga kata aka ndi aka. And it's so sad how they pay international artists a lot of money. A lot of money. Koma artists waone na kuti wamalaye momo noti they are making big hits and tunes, kuti ampase ndrama olo yenini tingonena kuti 3 million 4 million kuti ampatse artist
zokampira na mbwelekete ngati so zimathekadi kufika kuma 3 million
zikathira kuti ndimati stoche bado amene amalandira olo 1.5 million kushow. You see, when they bringing someone whom they are giving, a lot of money. Koma artist yemwe ndonena kuti akapita golf club uchi amadzadzitsa show bwino. And artist wankulu, they are supposed to respect that artist. But
okay. What's your booking fee?
It's terrible. Okay.
What's your booking fee?
My booking fee is they're different packages.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know do I have to explain it right now?
Yeah.
But I feel like
there'll be somebody watching that they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I think we can work with that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But for now, my standard is I come with dancers. I have a whole team that I come with. So if you want a performance with a DJ and my whole team, you need to come with at least a minimum of 350.
350.
Yeah.
Okay.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
A minimum of 350. But as we go, I mean, kwaja yukutika daily and ntengo wale loli chifotelo ndanena kuti ndi 350 mawasinga kreso 350. So you shouldn't. That's why I was like, there are different packages. So if you want to book for Temwa to perform, don't expect anything less than that.
And your experience with the shows that you've done, have the promoters been forthcoming to pay you 350? And what's your procedure like when you go? Are you charging them? Are you asking them for a deposit or upfront before you go? What have been the crazy situations that have happened for the past few? Give me the details of whatever happened.
I had a crazy situation for Hangout Music Festival. Yeah, so this guys came through with the contracts and stuff, which were not making sense to me. So I gave out, like, usually ndima funa deposit, a deposit, at least half payment down, and then the other half is either before I get on stage or after stage. It depends on the type of conversation that we had, agreement imera kana. So for them, it was to say, I need a half payment down now before the poster comes out, and the other half before I get on stage. So they were like, no, we just need your picture to put on the artwork, and then we get it to the people before. I'm like, but it doesn't work like that, like you can't just use my picture. What if we don't agree?
But my picture's already there.
My picture's already there.
List of performance.
So we had like, hey, whoa, until we actually didn't get to any agreement because of such issues. They take advantage of the situation. Chifukwa show yanu ya Floba ineyo si vudo langa inendabwera kuzabanga perform with my all. I invested in it.
Who you are bringing,
who you're bringing, that's you. So yeah, I feel like promoters should really make this prioritize this. Artist as a currently budget artist that budget
this is how much we're paying them for agreeing to say they're coming to perform.
Yes, performance. They have delivered. So for you to now come with ABCD 1 + 1 = 7, it doesn't work. 1 + 1 7 asana where stage I'm doing this pro bono. Kabina, I'm doing this with such type of situation.
So did you go perform at the Hangout?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was no contract in place for you to go, or?
No, I didn't. I didn't sign up for the contract. There was a contract that
you refused it.
I refused to sign the contract because of some clauses that I did not agree with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see. Let's get to something. I'll still go back to some of the questions that are here. Okay. I know I've got different things that I personally want to understand. But yeah, I think the community also needs to be cleared on different things that they think or they hate and whatnot. Yeah. Who sponsors a trip to SA? I think it's something that you have
already
answered. So you're saying it's your family, you don't have a management team that's working with you, or an investor somewhere who's like, okay, I believe in you.
It's my money. Okay. I make my money. And there's a shortfall somewhere. I have people who are close to me that help me.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nobody like an investor who is investing.
Apart from music, you also do other businesses?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you share the entrepreneurial side of?
No, unfortunately, I can't.
Are you afraid of competitors?
Or? I'm not afraid of competitors, but I respect my entrepreneurship side. That I'm not about to involve it or incorporate it with the music.
Oh, so you do differently, like it's not attached to Tema as the artist. You don't have, like, let's say,
there's no
brands
link.
that are...
No, there's no link. And also because I have partners, I'm not doing a business alone. I have partners that I'm doing a business with. So in respective of my partners, my business partners, it's only right to...
Are you selling jump?
What?
Are you selling jump?
Of course not. What?
Okay. People that chase I'm a business and I go.
No, but it's different.
Hashish.
See, I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm a business. I'm a businesswoman. But I'm a musician. I came here as a musician.
A musician, yeah.
I didn't come here to discuss about my business. My business is in another world. That's another tema. It has nothing to do with this tema. So let's focus on a Wow Baby right now.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hope you share me some of the businesses. I could be maybe a possible investor. Maybe you can see what you can do. Okay, cool. Okay, how much is your booking fee? I've explained that. This person says she was once a model. I don't know ngada kupanga be anali mu levels, which is something we discussed, how you ended up in levels, vixen in those videos. Yeah, so I think
I'm not a model. I've never been a model.
Okay. We talked about your education. People are confused when it comes to your music. You started with Afro. You went to jazz with Lilongwe Blues, and we're very, very eager to hear more of the jazz. But before we moved from the jazz experience with Temwa into detail, we have been reintroduced to Amapiano, which is like a vibe. Which is the Temwa that people should follow, or what's the plan?
Okay, Temwa is a musician, versatile musician. I will make, and I'll continue making good music. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's jazz, if it's Afro pop, if it's Amapiano, if it's just Afro in general. But I'm here to, make music, good music, So kuti muzadabwe ndikakhala kuti mwandona ndili ba reggae, yeah, muzadabwe, yeah, because I'm making good music.
Okay. So you're open to
I'm open.
Any type of music.
I'm open to doing any type of music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay. We talked about relocation, which you are saying if a chance comes, you're gonna pick it, you're gonna relocate from.
I mean, look at Malawi now. For me to find fuel, I need to be on a queue for 8 hours. Then the 20 bin. 20 bin yo, the 10 liters. I will ndikale 8 hours in a queue for just 10 liters. It doesn't make sense. Like how long is 10 liters going to sustain me for? So you look at the struggle, the struggle of even, for a typical Malawian to get fuel, to even get food, mere food, sugar, but 1.5. Like it's ridiculous. Everything is just bloody expensive for a living capacity of any type of Malawian. So I feel like Malawi right now is not in a good state, man. Like if anybody has like the capacity to leave,
you should just leave, right?
I don't respect that. I'm not saying. But if you can leave, yo, vamos. So leave, winner.
So when are you going back to SA?
Soon. Very soon. I'll be heading back. Yeah, very soon. I have some music videos that I'm going to shoot this December. So yeah, I'll be leaving soon.
Okay. Cool.
Sure.
Somebody asked this thing, says tamufuseni kuti what happened between her and Cheka Londa kuti mpaka zimuti ndi chakudya cha maseleba.
Thank you so much for bringing that up.
What happened?
So first things first, Cheka Londa, I don't know kuti vurage njani. Kuti amakhala ndi energy yodabwitsa kwambiri ba ma-artist aka achikazi. Amakhala ndi energy yodabwitsa. So I think he transfers his energy kandi nkwiyo ka umakhala kuchokera kuti to a wrong place, to a wrong channel, What happened was there was an issue of Sun Music Festival. Kuti Sun Music Festival simalipira bo ma-artist.
Yeah.
Ma-artist aku Malawi, So I was like, yeah, of course, simalipira bo komanobe. Ninkanyana kuti anthu ena werukabe bwino. Even though you should just speak for yourself. Ngati besuna weruke bo, ndoto sunalani, suna weruke bo. Fali bodo anthu ena unena kuti amatha kuwapatsa dola ya bwino. And the likes of, you say, gwamba maweruka bwino. Patience na madingo, okay. They're paid nicely. So I feel like just work on yourself so that they should see the value of paying you that much.
Where was that? Where was that? Where was
Twitter.
This conversation? Okay.
It was on Twitter. Unfortunately, I think it got deleted. But he got so mad that he made a comment. Akuti sakuyankhula na akunena za ma-artist osati chakudya cha ma-artist. You get me? This is coming back to the whole narrative that people have. Yonena kuti ukangogwira ntchito on producer uyu. Waja. Usaimbe nyimbo nduyu. Waja. Achika Londa anaitenga nkhani ija. Yo mwayo kawo adazichimva yo kuchimva ona kuti ngati yo anajako ngati azajako sangaji Yesu sizingatheke ndipo dziko lonse lapasi nkumwamba komwe sizingatheke. Akuti akamba ndi ma-artist osati chakudya cha ma-artist. Nduti suzajabe ngo olanda yankhula koma iwe sungaje. You can't eat. Even though people talk bullshit, but there's no way. What I'm talking about right now is a serious issue. See, there's no way you're going to twist this issue to this angle. what is your intention? What are you trying to say? What do you want people to like? What do you want people to say? Zugwiza na bwanji. Zimene rugamba, but rugamba zama artist, ine ndine artist. Whether you like it or not, right now I'm bigger than Che Kalonda. My song is bigger than Che Kalonda's song right now. So don't do that to people, man. You were bigger than me once. You know, you were bigger than me once, but your time is gone. Stop dimming my light, thinking your light is going to shine. It's not going to work like that. It doesn't work like that. So for whatever reason that he had to alter that comment publicly to people knowing that he was going to get attention of people, he's a depressed man. He needs to get help because this is Ugizana. Tugamba Nkani Sun Music Festival, Yama artist, he knows I'm an artist. Why I say good in the artist? Yeah, Nadia. Akuzua ndana mina Nadia woy.
Afuna exam force me.
Analiwa.
Mina exam force za forogoze. Where did that come from?
Waste of energy and time. His career is failed now. He's just focused on hosting. But music-wise, we can't discuss music with Che Kalonda right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's discuss with physics at least.
All right.
We'll see what.
Talking about who you discuss music with, between physics and Hyphen, who do you discuss music with? You have one to choose. Like, okay, you have a conversation.
Who do I discuss music with, or who do...
Today, you have received a call. Physics says, I'm BICC. Hyphen says, hey, I'm by Longo Hotel. We need to discuss music, but you only have 30 minutes of your time before you hop off on a plane to SA. And you can only go to meet one person to discuss music. Who are you going to meet?
I'm going to meet Physics.
Physics. Okay, not Hyphen.
No, not Hyphen.
All right. Gwamba and Pixie.
Landlord, Gwamba.
Gwamba.
Yes.
Okay. Namadingo and Faith Musa.
Faith Musa.
Faith Musa.
Yes.
Lawi and Zeze.
Oh, Lawi.
Lawi.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And are you dating currently?
Yes, I am dating.
Yeah. Who's the lucky guy?
The lucky guy is one lucky guy who is in his lucky position, in a lucky health. So he's going to stay there and his name is going to remain silent in the lucky place. Yeah.
Plans of engagement soon, or
that's personal.
How deep is it?
Yeah,
we might be looking for shoes and jackets in case, for planning sake and
just be
planning
ready.
purposes.
Just be ready. Panova mezugula figura me anything can happen.
Okay, is he Malawian or foreign?
He's an African man.
An African man,
yeah,
born of Malawian parents, and
that is not of your business, sir.
Because maybe if you mention and you like let it, people would start now stop all these bullshit speculations about she is.
You know, people will talk, do something, they'll talk, do nothing, they'll talk, do everything, they'll talk. So let them talk anyway.
Okay. Cool. Anything else that you want to like? Okay. I've had interviews, I've done interviews, but I've always wanted to say this in a space where I can say it and go away with it. Nobody's gonna come for me. And anything that you wanna say.
Okay, yeah. I actually have something to say. I would like people to know that Temwa is as human as anybody else. You know, I am an artist and I'm a woman and I'll be a mother and I'm somebody's sister. I'm human. You know, I'm a friend. I'm a fan to somebody else's music as well. Temwa is a human, but Temwa is also a believer of many things. As much as let me rephrase this. Whatever anybody would think about me, speak about me, or just insinuate about me, they should realize the fact that I'm also a human. I have emotions. Agamaya nkula zintu aziziwa gudi si nejintengo I also have feelings, you know. nde zinthu zina tisamangoyankhula kuti anthu kayati asangalase kayati aone. You should feel the hurt of me, like in your shoes. Don't do things for clout, guys. Don't do things for clout. I'm a believer of many things. I believe in the right and the wrong. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe in music. I believe in so many things that, positive energy. I believe in negative energy. I believe in so many things. So when I take all what I believe in a song, in music, and I give it to you guys, I expect at least something positive to come back. I'm giving you the right energy. If I'm giving you the right positive feedback, I need positivity. Stop thinking, stop talking as if muntu mukumuziwa inside out. If you don't know me, don't say anything about me. You won't die. You won't die if you don't know me. Just shut up. You lose nothing. You lose nothing. If anything, if you're bored, what you can do is just go on my YouTube channel, subscribe, like. If you can't like, scroll. Don't come to my page with, stupidity and giving me negative energy as if I owe you something. Let's stop this nonsense, guys. Let's support each other. Support me, to be specific. If you're my fan, if I'm your fan, like if we're gonna work together, let's only transfer positive energy. Komano zoti ndizikhala zonena kuti ndizikhala wina ndikangokhala temwa positive, negative nonsense. You mmatigwesa ulesi. So I feel like azimayi oyimba tilipo kale ochepa nde mukamati pasaso vibe yosakhala bo mukamangotinena. We are human, we sometimes make mistakes, kumangotinena munthu umangomunena ndine munthu wamkazi, like let's treat me as you should, in the right way. If I did not do you wrong, don't treat me like an animal, because I'm not an animal, I'm human. Okay, so stop this narrative. Yo mangotinena I'm a female artist. We don't deserve a seat at the table. We deserve a seat at the table like anybody else. So all we're asking for is positive energy, guys. Support us right now. No, don't wait for us to die for you to show us love. Show us love now. We were representing you in this country, in Africa. We're representing you. Give us good energy. Charity begins at home. Welcome us home, so that tikamapita kwinawo azikhaso kuti akuziwa kuti awa kwawo ndiwokondedwa. Osati tizithawa kunoku kupita kwina ndi azikatikonda kwambiri kena kumzipanga realize later kuti no, this is an asset. No, guys.
Okay.
Let's love each other. Love us now. Show us that you love us now. Support us now. Give us gigs now. Pay us well now. Do it now. We should appreciate, embrace it, and leave it now. Don't wait for later.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So let's do the last one. Pets. You do pets?
Yes.
What pets do you have?
I have 2 Maltese dogs.
Maltese dogs?
Yes.
Their names?
Kayo and Nina.
Kayo and Nina?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Food?
Yeah.
Any day, what are you going for in a restaurant?
In a restaurant, I'm going to go for mashed potato and pork. Fried pork.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
A car? What car do you drive?
I drive a Swift.
Okay.
Yeah. A Swift. Suzuki Swift Sport.
Suzuki Swift. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But I would like to have a Mercedes.
You like to have a Mercedes?
Yeah.
Put it to the universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to have a Mercedes one day.
All right.
Driving it.
Wow, baby.
Wow, baby woman. In a Merc.
Okay.
Yeah.
What team do you support?
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Locally,
Bullets.
Bullets. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If we are to date,
mm-hmm.
if you were to date locally,
Okay.
Who would you date?
Oh, I'm already dating.
If you date another one, like in the industry or some,
Oh.
who you like? You know, you all have fantasies. We know Tana. Tana says, "I can die for Tema. I can leave anything. If Tema says, come, I'll go. I don't care." And who is your like that? Like
My
who is
crush.
your crush? Like, oh shit, that guy. Wow.
I have a crush. Malari crush. Nah, I'll pass.
Yeah, like all these guys, like one at least one.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass. Not in Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll pass.
oh, sad.
Yeah.
Maybe love at first time. Maybe today you saw him. You think, like, oh, look at him. Like what that guy. Like oh,
She's my hope already.
you see.
But
Well.
it ain't mutual.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
The final one. Final one. This is more like a personal to me and you.
Mm-hmm.
We've known each other for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
We've traveled together actually.
We
Yeah,
are.
we have. We went to South Africa together at some point.
Mm.
We were hosting the Malawi Achievers Awards.
Awards,
Do you also
yeah.
do emceeing or?
No, I was an aspiring MC. I used to do it back in the day also, like trying. You know, I explore, man. Wherever I see opportunity, I
Yeah.
dig in. I explore. I'm a creative. So I used to host Karigari. That time I was a host. Let's say show school, I would host, and they would, and also because that time I was very active on stage.
Yeah.
On stage. So I had that in me. I still have it in me, but yeah,
Different. Yeah.
I'm on a
Because
different
I think
road.
it's the same thing with me. I used to when I was in school, like I would
Mhm.
host everything.
Mm.
Did a couple of events. That led actually for me to actually go and host in South Africa. But
Yeah.
I don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have any connection with the Bushiris?
No,
No.
No.
No any connection.
zero.
Zero.
Mhm.
You don't go to their church?
No, I'm not ACG.
Okay.
Mm.
How about people that speculate that maybe you are also on their bill? Like when you go to SA, they also put in something, a little something.
No, that's just some bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just some bullshit. I don't know Bashiri personally, and it would be so disrespectful of someone to say that to me because there's no connection. There's zero connection. I respect that guy. He's a man of God. He's a businessman, but there's nothing. There's no connection between me and him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Streets has got its own ways of looking at things, and they also try to connect things the way they see.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I think people have been like speculating. Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, you know, when somebody does something, we always try to look at who could.
Umajifojani, why can't we just mind our business, man? Mind your
Do
business.
we have
business yo balibe?
business yo balibe?
Ibeze
Business yo
nyamwene.
balibe.
You have a head, you have a brain. Think of something, do something. Don't mind my business. Mind your business.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, with that,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Tema, for coming through to podcast in Malawi. And it's been a
Awesome.
pleasure to like just sit down with you again, look back at your career. And I usually tell you how I feel about your music right now. It's up to you to take it or go back to whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I love the energy. I haven't seen you perform live, unfortunately, but I've seen your live videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the energy. And
Thank you.
for me, it reminds me of when I was young. I went to see Mafikizolo Nzegezege ku Kamuzu Stadium. I think that was 26. So there was a lady from South Africa who came to perform during that show. Chomi.
Okay.
She had your type of energy.
Ah, nice. Beautiful.
Chomi had your type of energy. And when I see you, I'm like, oh, wow. This could be the performer that we've been waiting for when it comes to this type of energy and being a Malawian female artist who's like trying to take over. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I hope this podcast lasts forever on this channel. Like your kids can look back and say, "Oh, in 2022, mom had a sit down. Oh, hear what she said. Oh, this is a thing that people used to say about her. Look at her now."
Yeah.
And I hope like your story inspired someone somewhere. And maybe they now see you in a better light, that they've heard these things coming from you. If there's anything that you think you've forgotten you wanted to say, do let me know. Can
okay.
try find
Yeah.
something.
I have a new music video coming out soon, by end of November.
All right.
It's a song I did with a producer from South Africa. His name is Tuxin.
Okay.
Tuxin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a song with Tuxin.
Okay.
We have a music video coming out, a visualizer.
Yeah.
Coming out month end of November.
I look forward to
So
that.
look forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Sure thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, well, babe, Lori,
Mm-hmm.
good to see you.
Good to see you
And
too.
I hope you can do more with your music. Put a lot of effort into promoting your own songs.
Yeah.
It's your song. Spam us as much as you can. Post it. We love it already, but I think, push it more when you do another music video.
Yeah.
When you do all these performances, send those videos.
Okay.
We love them. And I think the more we see them, the more we start appreciating your art. But I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I think, the sky is the limit for you.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Dennis.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for staying with us while we talk to Tamwa. I hope if you have any other questions, you put them in the comment. She's gonna be following, so she can answer you.
Yeah.
Can you get the right vibe?
The right
Positive energy. At least positive energy. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to her channel so you can see her music video when it drops.
Yes.
Hit the notification button so you get notified when we drop another episode on this podcast in Malawi. I've been your host. My name is Dennis Imani. Until I sit down here again with another guest. For now, peace.
Kudos.